Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we got some more farming in as well as a flower garden. So we're running things like the flower therapy, so hopefully that will reduce the overall heat in the prison, although naturally these are low risk prisoners with a couple of exceptions. Either way, we are progressing on quite nicely, and in this episode we want to, I would say, build and indeed finish off the workshop. It's a small workshop, as you can see, and I know there's been some requests to extend it to here, and that may still happen, but I'm going to go with the original design because it's sort of symmetrical to the one up there. Not that that's something that we need to do, but it's what we are going to do for now. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to our walls and doors, over to the reclaimed wood wall. That's going to run across and then down, and then similarly at the back there. And also we need to put a concrete wall on the very back because this is technically a perimeter wall which they can then go jump over. So let's change that. Over to doors and staff door, we'll place that on the left hand side, and I'm also going to place a door for the workshop, probably on this corner, because then I can place a metal detector there. It's something that you desperately need in these things. So over to walls and then to the reclaimed wood wall, which will go there, and then we'll put in a normal door there in a bit. Once they've put the rest in, then I'll be comfortable in placing the other items. We also paid back a fair chunk of our loan as well, which I think has helped us out. In terms of prisoners, we are obviously still on the low level. Let's go to search all sectors here. 104 prisoners of a maximum of 110. 16 grand in the kitty, with 5 grand plus or minus a couple per day. It depends on how many sales we get. And we have a 16 grand bank loan, which I am going to, I think, pay back at the earliest opportunity, even if it means pretty much getting no cash. There we go. So that bank loan is totally paid off, so pretty happy with that. So there we are. Let's just double check, and I want to go to deployment to staff only, and then once again change all of these rooms to staff only, because obviously they've been altered based on you know, our modifications and such. Just checking over here, the morgue is set to that, all of these are correct. So yeah, that is about it. And it's strange that you can set these areas to staff only, like these rooms, even though they are not technically inside a building, like you haven't put the walls around it. So again, it's a departure from the game's norms, which is, for a new player, I would imagine, quite jarring. We've just sold loads of bananas, so it's actually only peach trees that we are waiting for then. So what I'm going to do is probably get rid of the banana trees up here. So we'll say dismantle, dismantle, and dismantle. I don't know what they're going to do, whether they put them back into a bag. Oh, they just, yeah, drop logs. Well, that makes perfect sense. And then we need to put in some peach trees. So we've got 3 peach trees that we can place, so it's only going to cost us a little bit. Actually, you know what? It's just bought some peach trees. I have no idea. And why are these guys shouting? They're shouting for clothing. There is a clothing need, is there? There is a clothing need. They are working, and it's getting sorted, but let's have a quick look. Clothing, a huge need. Look at that. Why is that a need? We've got loads of prisoner uniforms here. I just don't know if they're bringing back... Oh, we've got laundry baskets, so they should be working to do it. There's just loads of uniforms that are hanging around. You can see that we've got people with laundry baskets coming in, like that. They'll then pick up these... No, they've just dropped that off. And then someone else is going to come in and work on that one. Alright, what's wrong with that? Oh, tunnel. Okay, yeah. Let me just remove all tunnels like that. Yeah, that's curious that we've got this big need for the laundry. I'm not entirely sure why. We'll just have to keep an eye on that one. We'll just keep an eye on it. And I'm guessing because it's raining and they're outside, that's why we've got a lot of them... Featherstone. A lot of them shouting about that. So anyway, the 2 grants that we have going, we got 3 grants, but one of them's to do with teaching. We are working on the produce 10 compost fertilizer. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's just taking its time. Yeah, we're quite close with one of them. And down here, yeah, they're getting there. It will get there eventually, so I'm happy with that. And then we've got sell peach ingredients. So, yeah, again, we'll get to that eventually as well. Okay, over to our walls and doors, and then I want to put a door in here. Now, what I would do under, well, some circumstances is I would build a door in here so that the person teaching in the workshop can come from, well, the foreman can come from here up and round into this area and then teach. But if I do that, that leaves it open for a very easy escape. So they're already in here. Smash down a staff door, smash down to the staff door, third one, and then you're pretty much out. Although that is a perimeter wall, it's still far too dangerous for my liking. Either way, I'm not going to do that. We'll just have the standard door there. So we'll put in a metal detector, and the metal detector is going to go here. And this is where we have to worry about, well, this. So this blue cable here is our raw input for the power. And the problem with that is that I can't cross the beams with the actual power cable. So I don't know what the solution would be. I'm probably going to have to run this cable, say, up here, across, and then I want to come down into this generator like so. And the reason I'm taking such a wide angle on it, because if I want to then put another transformer in here, I know that I should be able to. So let's dismantle utility, them two. Oh no, that's the only way you can go in. Ah, dismantle that then. And I have to run it down there, like that. That's fine. It likes changing the colour of it, doesn't it, for some reason? The colour of the grid. And then dismantle all of that. There you are. But then this one can run across and power this room up. That should now be working. It shouldn't connect up here because, unlike the capacitors, these batteries don't have electrical connections underneath it. Apparently a tunnel has been smelt around there. That is a very high possibility. So we'll do a shakedown. Just purchased loads of stuff as well. Oh, it's prisoner intake. They've not found anything, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll do shakedowns and such. We've had a couple of things nicked. Oranges, hand forks. I wonder where the hand fork... The hand fork will have been stolen from the new flower garden, I'm guessing. Intelligence, 24 hours. And the trowel, yep, was nicked from there. Trowel, again, nicked from there. I mean, yeah, the hand fork will be in there. I'm guessing. Oh no, there it is. There it is. It was stolen from the flower garden. So, you know, we're aware that that's going to happen. I just want to check our programs actually for the flower therapy. It just says sessions will be based around the idea of calming and relaxing prisoners, giving them something to care and look after. All right, okay. Fine. So max speed this out. Workers have placed all of that, which is now done. So let's go ahead and let's add in the workshop. So workshop's now in. I will run electrical cable down just to power up these areas. And as you can see, we still need workshop saw and workshop presses. So I'm probably going to... Why is that not powered up? Oh, that light. Technically because there's no power. Oh, look at that. It seems to cut that off. So do we have to do that? That seems to cut that off. Wow, that's really janky. Yeah, it just seems to like block the power going through. Yeah, okay. Okay, that seems Dodgy. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Wow. Okay. Anyway, let us... Looks like that guy's coming to the workshop trying to nick tools and then he's been found out. He's been found out. Right, let's go ahead and put in some flooring. We're going to go with reclaimed rubber. Ow, 7 grand. Wish I never did that. This was going to be reclaimed rubber as well. The whole thing was, actually. But that's the workshop now in. And let's work on, well, the workshop. So we need things like tables. We could just have a set of tables right up the top. But it says workshop saws and workshop presses. We can rotate them, which is good now. Let's try in terms of objects then. We've got 1, 2, 3, and that's as far as we can go. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be tables, which we can actually fit almost a full set of tables in. So tables, there's our tables right up to the end, and then death. What? Let's check what that was all about in a moment. We're going to have recycling bins in this corner. And yeah, it's prisoner corner again. And once again, we found that there is definitely a tunnel over there. Keep searching for tunnels. We have 10 dog handlers. Going to hire a couple more guards and a couple more dog handlers. We still haven't found this tunnel. Okay, I'm just going to start dismantling toilets then. Realistically, it's going to be closer here. It's going to be closer to the northeastern toilets. Yeah, there it is. So it just shows you we've searched that twice and found absolutely nothing. It took us a couple of searches to get that done. Remove tunnels. There we are. Danger level is increasing, and some prisoners are furious they can't meet the recreation need. They're going over there to nick stuff. They're shouting about clothing, and exercise. But it's free time and there's loads of exercise machines over there. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's continue on with the workshop. We will have workshop saws and presses. We have only 9 grand to accomplish this though. I'll just double check the going green. It is in green energy goals, power export. I think it's in here. We're not going to have any carpenter tables. Practice solar panel. Used by up to 4 prisoners in workshops. And it is a... Looks to be... You can rotate it. Okay. So, this is going to be maximum 20 people in a workshop. Or maximum 15 in this one. Because it's not that large. So... We only need 4 solar panels then, technically. I think. Let's see how many saws and presses we can get in. I'm not going to put forestry in. Should point that out. That seems to be a decent arrangement there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shame. I'm going to get rid of that then and have probably 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that. And can we fit a carpenter bench in? A carpenter's table. Can I fit 1 in? I can fit 1 in that corner. I know I said I wasn't going to have carpenter's tables, but if we have 1 in, we can do then the advanced grand. Eventually. It is an eventually type of thing. So anyway, we'll have workshop saws. We'll have 1, 2, followed by presses. 1, 2. And we'll have a carpenter's table. I think you can place it on the corner, although is it best if I place them 1 there and 1 there? No, because these can't be rotated, so I'm just going to have basically one in the corner, like that. And then it is practice solar panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be legit. Let's see then if we get on with that. We're still working for the one prisoner past the foundation education course. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, general education course. We've done the foundation. We are running seriously low on cash, apparently. And we still have a lot of dirty uniforms just lying around. I think it's the distance. I think it's just straight up distance from laundry. But then you have like laundry baskets there. Look, see that? That are full of uniforms. And then they're dumping the uniforms on the ground. I don't understand why that is the case. What I'll do is I'm going to hire more janitors. I've hired 4 there, double the amount of janitors. And hopefully they'll work on that while the prisoners aren't. Going to check our prison labour. We got loads of people assigned to that. There's a tunnel as well. You can see all the prison labour that we've got assigned there. So it should be alright. Let's just remove that tunnel. Job done. Prioritise it. Using control. Danger level flying up. Naturally, that was going to happen anyway with the searching. And also, yeah, Tim Newell, once again, going to spend another 12 hours. Sorry, another amount of time in the solitary. 24 hours, I believe. Let's just go ahead and trying to find these food trays. There we go. I'm just going to dump them all. There we are. Because there's so many food trays just lying around. All dirty food trays that they just don't seem to be getting rid of. I wonder if we can also probably go for informants. Yeah, potential CI. We will recruit informants. And you can see we do have some CIs as well. But we haven't done anything with them, you understand. It's just what it is. Right, so a bit of power. Cheeky bit of power. We're going to run electrical cable in... Oh, hang on. Has that connected up there? That has. So that is actually a mistake. That shouldn't be connected there. But because of the way it connects up utilities, it's done that. Because it always... when you place down a lot of items in the game... There we go. They put an electrical cable to the right of it. I don't know why. It's just always been that way. So I've just done, as you've seen there, remove the connection, then connect that up, and then that is surrounded by walls and doors. Apparently that is not surrounded by walls and doors. I disagree, but I think I know why. Workshop. Click. And there you go. It's because I removed that section there. Fair enough. It's in anyway. Danger level is going down, thankfully. I will now put in 1, 2, 3, 4 saws. And 1, 2. Insufficient funds. No matter. We're going to get rid of all that. And we're now going to run, in our programs, right at the bottom, solar panel development. So, solar panel development, this is new. It is a program designed to give prisoners usable work skills when they leave. Inmates who pass gain a green energy industrial certificate, or industry certificate. Led by a foreman in the workshop, session length is 2 hours. Every 4 prisoners require a practice solar panel. It's voluntary. Students sit, apparently. So do I need chairs then? I think I need to put chairs around this solar panel, these solar panels. On either side. I think I need to put chairs. We'll see. We'll see if it actually works or not. When is it running? It is running between 10 AM and 12. So, tomorrow now by the look of it. Fine. Danger level going down. But we still have an exercise need. And a recreation need. A lot of things are getting smashed up as well, which doesn't help. So I don't understand why there's such a need for things. Barry just holding up a club? I think so. Search prisoner. Yeah, I don't think you were using that to eat with. Yeah, it was a club. All right, fair enough. And here's all of our other prisoners coming in to steal things, mainly oranges. Actually, they're replanting there. I might turn off the auto fertilizer because it is causing a bit of an issue. Look at that. Okay, right, it's getting altered. So, we're going to check out our crop distribution, and we are going to export 75% of all of our crops because, quite frankly, we've got so many now that I think it is just worth it. We've got so many crops that it's best just to sell it at this stage anyway. Ingredients, look at that. We've got so many ingredients fresh. We're only importing 1% ingredients. We are on 60% for compost, 60% for peaches. The peach trees up here will start yielding in 72 hours, and there's a prisoner, probably OD'd, I'm guessing. Dealer, yeah, overdosed. Ah, yes. Their own supply. There's another person being escorted to the infirmary. The filthy infirmary by the look of it, which is not good. So I'm not going to do a shakedown tonight. That would be not great. Look at the state of that pantry. It's just full. We need to sell some of this. You know what I'm going to do? Objects. Right down at the bottom. Sell. Oh. There we go. All sold. All sold. And there's a grand completion, actually. It looks like we did have some peaches sitting on that shelf. I probably should have done that a while ago then. So in terms of grants, we've got criminally insane wing. We don't want that. We've got overproduction. Can we pick up again? That's weird. Yes. Available in 118 hours. So that's a grant that you can repeat. Again, something new. I will pick up cell block D. And double check our grants. Yeah, we definitely don't have a... Definitely don't have any loans. What shall I do? I think it would be most useful to dismantle that bin and have a radiator in here. But let's see prisoners actually working here, because they should be shortly. There's that radiator in there. I will run a hot water pipe straight across like that. That should power that up, or rather connect it up to the system. And I want to see if... Oh yeah, people are now working here. So we've got Parkin, Gaskin, Coombs, Balthazar, Butterworth, and Horshamenery, Olaf, Aldebaran, Hoa Nishremenira. There was an attempt made. Cool, right, so at least they're there. And oh, look at that. They are damaging the solar panel. So they damage it, because it's a practice one, and then they figure out how it works. I like that approach. Well, not damaging it, but just taking things apart and figuring out how it works. Fair enough. Have we got loads of ODs going on here? No, it's just the game. Well, there was, but it's just game glitching out. Right, so workshop presses 1, 2. And there we go. You notice we're not running any, at this stage anywhere, any workshop safety induction. We haven't actually ran that. So, do I want to set that going? At the moment, I don't think I do. Because we've got enough people working in the fields. One could argue we didn't need any of these workshop saws in that case, but you know what? It is what it is. It's now functioning. So at least there's people doing that. Okay, good. The chief is calling. One of the spiritual leaders we bring in for our religious programs has been riling up the inmates again. There should really be some checks on these people, to be honest with you. So we have 32 grand. What can we do with that? Well, quite a bit, but quite frankly, I know what I want to do, but I know I can't afford it. 60 grand for a full clone of one of these cell blocks. I think that is worth it. Very much worth it indeed. How many prisoners are doing the general education course? We shall have a look. One interested, and one is actually going to do it. Benjamin Clegg, age 41, prisoner number 10618434. Extremely strong and a skilled fighter. 30% chance of reoffending, but the main thing is... Oh, okay. They're trying to go for the general education qualification. Success chance is... not great. And, oh, look at that. All the skill desks have turned around. That is a known bug when things get damaged, when the place, their orientation is reset. That's why I haven't bothered going in and changing it around, because it's a thankless job, and it'll get fixed eventually. I really want to keep going with that course, but frankly... I don't know what I can do. Do I want to change this lockup to just work free time? I mean, let's be honest. Our punishment's already at low anyway. And it means that we should be able to then, in here, get time slots for both. Let's do it. Let's run it. See what happens. And there's someone running away. They've also got a really short body. Paul Barbsby there. And we are still having this recreation need not fulfilled. All the stash. Stash areas, yeah. Well, I definitely haven't set that staff only. I guess it's work/free time. Most of the prisoners have a job, so they're not fulfilling their needs. What if I free time these and reschedule all programs? Yeah, so they've still got free time. They've got 2 more hours of free time, but we've still got them working. Obviously, we haven't got extra punishment, but it is what it is. Full shakedown in all sectors. I think that would be a decent thing to do. We are working for the cell block D, which is raise our prisoner capacity. Don't think it's going to happen. Well, we need 200 prisoners, and when we get this, we won't be up to 200, and then that would be the prison close to done anyway, once we've done that. Levels of contraband in the prison are out of control. 1 baton, medicine, cell phone, a rope, and 9 oranges. I wouldn't really class as... 10 oranges. Okay, it's definitely out of control now. 11. Oh, it's off the scale. We've pegged the dial now. Peg the dial. There's no way. Yeah, fine. So, it is what it is. Okay, I think then, hopefully, with the changes we've made, hopefully we're going to get... Oh, look at them all nicking oranges. I don't know what the solution to that is. I was going to remove it last time. I don't know if you've got an idea for it, but there you are. Let me just dump some of this stuff here. It's currently a bit snowy. I'm going to have to dump some of these bags of mixed seeds as well, because they're just lying around. And they've been there for a while. We haven't got a lawyer, but I don't think I really want one. We've got small cells, permanent punishments, death row, and legal prep. Offshore tax haven would be nice to get more cash, but quite frankly, I'm going to get ourselves a grant loan, and click. That is 60 grand spent, and we are going to get, or at least try to get, some more dormitories. Cell block C, ironically in the middle. And this holding cell here, I'm tempted to remove it. I really am. And change it to the gym. The thing with that is... Wow, look at... Why is the danger level so high? Oh, unnecessarily searched recently, fair enough. And 62 prisoners have serious complaints. Recreation. There's that clothing need. That's interesting. 106 prisoners have the need, yeah. 99 are concerned. 96 desperately want the need fulfilled. And 2 are dealing with the need. Well, yeah. People are working in here. And there's the clothes getting picked up. And it's not to do... It's... Oh, I was going to say, is it to do with laundry baskets? But you can see they're going to pick this stuff up. So I really don't know what the solution is. I mean, if this was a medium or high risk prison, this would have been a failure state already. This would have kicked off. There would have been riots. Something feels off. There you go. Look, so this prisoner here, they've just come in. They've picked up the laundry basket. It's empty. It's completely empty. There's nothing in it. And they are moving it to the laundry. Right. But over here, we've got prisoner uniforms. There was one there. There was actually 2 and one just disappeared, I think. This guy's delivering stuff. And hang on, there was uniforms in that before I picked that up. And then it disappeared as soon as you start to move it. And then there's dirty prisoner uniforms over there. Oh no, it does say, right. It does say prisoner uniform ×6. It just... The actual look of it disappeared. And then when he stops... Yeah, he'll have to deliver it. But he's actually stuck now, and then someone else the janitor's come along to take care of business. That is ludicrous. And we have prisoners. 17 prisoners are furious they can't have a shower. Well, everywhere's got a shower. And all of their cells. Ah, that'll be in here, to be fair. That'll be in solitary. So some of it will be in solitary. And there will be a warmth need when they're working, when they're in the yard. Yeah, I think a gym. I think if we get a gym in, it means they can fulfill a lot of those needs in there. But I'm not going to do that now because of this. This is going to take its time to get sorted. Just keeping an eye on there. Oh, there's a wall going around that dormitory. Around that fabrication. And then there's me spending up. Wow. On building that. 60 grand, not including fittings apparently. And there's all the people going through, getting searched. And busy. Getting themselves put into solitary. And then a lot of the guards are stuck because of that. Okay. Orange trees are gone. I've had enough. Don't know if this is a solution, but it is an attempt at a solution. Oh, hang on. Intake closed. Done. Because of this build here, we've seen previously what happens if you let it stay open. They keep sending and sending and sending and sending and backing this up. And then eventually we just get loads of prisoners where we can't do much with it. There you go. Check out our prison grading. It has improved. Reform is 9. Was it 8 or 10 before? I think it was 8. So that's improved, I think. Punishment is still 0. Naturally. Security is about the same. Health is the same. But reoffending rate has gone down from 14% to 11. That's 65 paroled early with a 4% reoffending rate. And 90 prisoners total have been released. So overall, we've, you know, it's going in the right direction. It is going in the right direction there. You can see that we're searching the farms I don't think we need it, you know. I really don't. Farm searches, never. When we do a search anywhere, we figure out what's on them. And needs again, exercise and recreation. 32 prisoners are furious. 13 in lockdown, 6 in solitary with 4 waiting. At least, I was going to say at least clothing has been fulfilled. But it's not really. There's loads of stuff in the washing machine. It's getting ironed. I have a feeling that there's not enough prisoner uniforms. I don't know if that's the case, but it seems that way. And look at that. This hasn't been replanted. I think that's because of the lack of funds. That's probably what it'll be. Because of the lack of funds, they can't replant it. I could then sell some stuff in here. I don't know if that's a good idea. Let me just get... Oh. And we're now on credit rating negative. Not good. Because our credit rating is negative, we cannot get any more cash. Even though our credit rating was at like the max level before. I don't know what I can do about that. Well, we are now on positive balance anyway, and it's not buying any more. So, what's the one calling now? It is subsidence. Subsidence. Okay. At least it was on the outer wall there, so we'll place in the flooring. Get the brick in. Concrete tiles. Prioritise. There we are. Of all the things I want to get sorted, I would very much like the external wall fixed, please and thank you. Although apparently they decided that they just don't want to do it. No, it is there. It is ordered. And now that that's done, they're actually taking that route around because it's a quicker route. Maybe that's why they're not bothered. The reason the priority system hasn't worked is once you've got the cloning seems to just not... Well, that just seems to be either the highest priority or they're just... That's their orders. They don't do anything else. So, we shall see. Still waiting for one prisoner to pass the foundation education course. Produce 10 compost fertilizer. Still getting there. And in terms of our needs, we still have needs all over. How come we got family needs? I thought our visitation was big enough. Yeah, that's been sorted. It's just recreation. Recreation seems to be a big need for all the prisoners. This cell block here is predominantly finished, but there'll be one or two things that they just haven't done. I'll lock open these jail doors, make it a little bit easier for them. That one actually at the bottom hasn't been done, but the one at the top has. Once it's done, we'll put the plumbing in. Look at that clothing need. Is it distance? Is it simply because the laundry's over there and they have to go to here? But I've had huge maps before and never had an issue with the laundry like that. Yeah, it seems that they do look two prisoner uniforms there, even though I can clearly see at least 3. And then they put them on here, and then they take them, and then they stop. Is it because they're not collecting these? Because there's loads of dirty uniforms here. There's a laundry basket, there's a laundry basket. There's a laundry basket. There's like 6 laundry baskets in this far cell block that they're not doing anything with. And also that is completely full as well. We're on work/free time and people are coming to visit, which is good. Still going through early release. And I do want to turn on intake, but I want to do it well, when we can get people in. There's some prisoner uniforms there. See, that prisoner uniforms ×6. So maybe it is just a throughput problem that was because of clone this. There has been uniforms ordered, and we're just waiting for it. Either way, this, as I said, would be a failure state if it was a high or medium risk facility. What is our... Oh, our credit rating's improved to minus 9.5. That's good, I guess. 16 people in lockdown and some in solitary. I don't know if that's improved, but we can see that there's more plants to be planted around here. I've got the cash and I really want to plant them, but I'm very hesitant to do so because it just means more trucks. Deliveries. Expanded. And they can just drop it off quicker. They'll have to go through the scanner, but hopefully they'll drop it off more. Yeah, the trucks seem to be going through faster. Occurs to me I haven't actually put a road gate or anything on here. Just didn't bother with it. Look at that. Shop goods. One shop goods on the back of a truck. Another shop good on the back of a truck. And then stacks of prisoner uniforms. I don't know if something's changed or it's a bug or whatever, but look at that. Why is it sending them separately? Because that is causing a huge problem. There is Tim Newell fighting there. Taking out another dog handler. And, oh, finally! We're at a point now where I can turn on intake. Fill capacity. There we go. 81 minimum security prisoners are arriving tomorrow. I'm hoping that this is almost done. The workers are probably just putting the finishing touches in. And then we'll have electrical cable and all of that. I will lock open this door. It really does just kill the game when you have that clone there. And there's loads of uniforms over there now. That's pretty good. Alright, we now have the other cell block done. Okay, electrical cable and clicky clicky draggy draggy. Get that done. And then our pipe work. So we're going to put in the pipe work for the toilets first. Toilets and showers, should I say. Like that. Obviously the workers have got certainly their work cut out on this one, but hopefully it'll be done before the rest of the prisoners arrive. So just this little section, and then down the bottom, and then finally obviously heating as well, because we've got a couple of those needed to be sorted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Job done. And then hot water pipe, which again we have to connect up to technically this. So I'm going to go along and then up. And I'm hoping, really hoping that that's done. Danger level is maxed out and now the chief's calling just to make it extra spicy. One of the teachers bringing in the inmates has been smuggling a huge amount of contraband. They've been fined, but the damage has been done. Okay, fine. Let's see why we have so much contraband. Recreation. It's free time. Prisoners are free to go to the common room. Yet they are not. "30 prisoners are furious that they can't meet this need for recreation. Computers, arcades, table tennis, table football, pool tables and TVs. And a flower garden." Huh. I wonder how they're trying to swing that then. Yeah, that's got more facilities than, well, a non-prison recreational facility. So let's see what that's all about once I've got the heating in here, because otherwise they'll freeze to death. Actually, that's not a thing. It is a thing, but it's a mod. Sorry, no, it's a mutator. It's a mutator. Originally, you could have prisoners die from exposure, and then that was deemed too harsh, so then it was removed. And look at the colour difference in here. You notice that? There's a big colour difference. Also, flooring, wooden floor, do that. Because I know in some of this it's not done because of the escapes. So just double checking. And there we go, there's that wooden floor. And let's get patrols in. So we want a magenta patrol around the outside, like so. And then a blue patrol in the center. And then we'll have dogs and guards and check staff. One more dog handler is required. There we go. Okay, we have set up all of that. We do need to have some more tomatoes. Tomato plants will go up to there, I think. No, tomato up to there, the next one. So it's Tom's. That's fine. Carrots. Like that. And we have corn. And what's this one? Barley. Like that. Don't need to do the one down there. And then it's a similar thing up here. Carrots, potatoes, cabbages. Cabbage. And potatoes. And then carrots. So carrots are, I think, one of the most numerous crops in the facility. And then this is corn. Which, quite frankly, I'm just going to do that with. It's going to be a mixed crop. Yeah, so I've removed the trees here, the orange trees. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Give that a couple of days to work through and see what happens there. So danger level is going right down. We still have this furious need for exercise. But a lot of this will be to do with, obviously, the recently built area here. So there's been the prisoners moving around. There's been them not being able to fulfill needs because of stuff coming in through the intake. Speaking of intake, I'm actually going to close it. I'm closing intake because... No, actually, no, I'm not. I was going to close intake because I thought, well, actually, we need the prisoners to meet their own needs, but I don't think it's going to matter having this intake. We've got everything that we need to get off trucks, like uniforms. It's already been done. And there's another Paul Corner fight. Let's get some guard responses over there. They're already locked up as well, so there's nothing to do. They just have this outburst and then that's it. Danger levels going up, but that's to be expected. Anyway, I think we are going to leave it there for now. That's a huge prisoner intake. That is 91, I think, prisoners. Might be a little bit more. So a lot of money coming in. I will go and try and pay back my loan. We should be able to pay some of it back. You see, I'm paying a certain amount back there. Why is it only decreasing by a tiny bit? See that? It's decreasing by a tiny amount. By half. That's by 500 a day. The problem is that's... Ah, yes. Oh no, we might get around it. I've had a bug previously where if your credit rating is negative, eventually you pay it off and then it goes to 0, but then you can't ever get a loan out, which means you can't increase your credit rating above 0, which basically means you can't get any more loans. So I'm hoping that is not the case. If it is the case, then I don't know what I'll do. I think I previously altered some of the save files. There's loads of prisoner uniforms in there. So we've got all this coming in. So Is that what it was, actually? We've got all these prisoner uniforms, and that is staff only? Maybe that's what it was. There's loads of prisoner uniforms there, but the workers haven't been bringing it over to here. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Either way, we have now got the third and final cell block. We will leave it there for now. In terms of where we go from here building-wise, we've got the yard to clone from the top to the bottom, and then look at the left-hand side here, which is probably going to be trying out the automated farm stuff, and it will be literally trying stuff out, and obviously lots of flooring as well. But hopefully we will see these needs being fulfilled and even out. We'll just have to see how it goes. Certainly building this middle cell block has massively hindered us, but hopefully we're on the way to getting that sorted. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.